When we were opening Miners, we were planning to bring specialty coffee to masses, meaning that we wanted to transform commodity coffee and commercial coffee drinkers into specialty coffee drinkers. We were actually trying to compete with chains like Starbucks and Costa Coffee and whatever others. And that's why we started, let's say, our capsule campaign where we bring better coffee to people who drink commercial espresso. Sustainability has a few aspects behind it, and one of them is how you treat the environment, whether you don't create a lot of negative impact on it, or maybe you create any positive impact. Another part of sustainability is how can you create your business that will sustain for years or decades. And probably a third aspect is actually how you treat the people who work for you or actually your customers. When we choose brands to represent in our coffee shop, there are two aspects to it. One of this, it's what actually customer wants to get and wants to see, and second, how it is adding up to our brand and our positioning. So when we are choosing brands, we try to actually choose mainly local brands, and that's why we are selling local merchandise as t-shirts, as notebooks, as ceramic cups. But also there are some brands which comes from overseas, like Kinto tumblers, which actually has a minimalistic design, and that's what we like as a brand. So what we are trying to do as the company is minimizing waste, and it is about rubbish, of course, that like we try to separate all rubbish we create. Also, it's about trying to use as little as possible of packaging. So even though when we bring coffee from the roastery and coffee that we use at the coffee shop, we use in recyclable, actually reusable bags and packaging. And also it's about decision we try to make to actually avoid creating more rubbish. And that's an example with how we treat our water. Easiness of the workflow, it will be easier for us to use reverse osmosis, but for every liter of clean water, you waste 4 liters of dirty water. That's why we just decided to use these other filtration systems which creates minimum waste. Well, sustainability also refers to treating people, meaning that people who work with you is actually can live a sustainable life, but also it's how you try to put your positioning to the customers so they also actually try to make their lifestyle more sustainable using your product. I do also maintain sustainable lifestyle, and I'm trying to do it by also treating careful the rubbish at home. We have like 5 different bins where we throw different rubbish. We are actually trying to minimize the amount of things we buy, and we don't really buy anything, so we live kind of pretty minimalistic lifestyle overall as a family. And also I'm very careful in terms of changing new products, meaning when there is a new iPhone, I'm not changing iPhone just because it's a new iPhone. Well, the Miners is not only about coffee, but we are the Miners coffee and characters, meaning we want to be about people, not about coffee only. And for that, we are socializing with our customers through doing extra events like running or parties where we invite actually our customers and our employees as DJs, and we invite all of our friends and customers to come. So we talk, we know each other, and we become friends. And after that, when we build the friendship, we're actually doing a lot of collaborations, and that's why many customers are participating with us in different projects, in creating merchandise, in creating marketing campaigns, or other things. We do cooperate with a lot of local businesses, and there are 2 reasons for it. First, they're local, meaning there is no transportation costs and no extra actually transportation harm for the environment. But also it's that we all have in common as we have the same people who comes to us and to their businesses, and that's easier for us to cooperate. There are businesses like Skoba who are producing our notebooks. There are ceramic cups by Mindset. There are Never Enough who are producing t-shirts, or Siberia who is making beer for us. And we kind of feel that it's a big team of friends which work together. Talking about fair trade, we do not really like it, and we do not support fair trade as a certification at all. And the problem with that is, our main product is coffee, and when we search for coffee, fair trade usually means lower quality, and also that the farmers are not getting much money for it, because the fair trade gives very small premium for that. But we buy coffee, which is actually specialty coffee, and the price usually determined by the auction. And usually we pay 5 to 20 times more than fair trade price is. So we are actually planning to open more coffee shops, and the next one is being opened in May. And we want to open more coffee shops within Czech Republic, but also now we are talking about expanding to different country. But also we want to expand our online sales, and we think that online is really important for us at lockdown period. And through that, we actually just launched successfully his hit campaign, where we gathered money for making the first Czech Nespresso compostable capsules with specialty coffee. So we want to bring specialty coffee also to people who don't usually drink specialty coffee.